What's going on? Welcome back here to the Bannock Industries YouTube channel. Now today we are headed into Leduc. We got to go pick up all the DOM tubing for the roll cage, and yeah, so we're just about there. Got a few stops we're gonna make, pick up the DOM tubing, and then we got to pick up some square tube for frame rails. So yeah, we'll see when we're there. So we're here at Marmon Keystone. These are kind of the pipe distributor here in the Edmonton area. So we just went ahead. There's all our tubing. That'll be what's building our roll cage. So we got 2-inch 250 wall. These will be our links for the 4-link, and then we have 5 links of 1.75. These are all 120 wall, and that'll be our cage. So I'm gonna strap these down. We gotta go pick up some square tubing, and then we're headed home. Okay, so we're back. We got all our steel. We got it home. Now this is actually about 3 days after we picked up the steel, but this is what we got going on. So just trying to prep these frame rails that we're gonna mount the cab on. So we have, I've marked it here at 11 inches from the end, marked it again at 59 inches from the end, and then at 66.5, that's where we're going to be cutting. And then this is going to be our main frame rail on the side that our cab is going to mount to anyways. So I marked it here. I went for 1.5 inches from each end, and then I put a mark here. Now we're going to be using 4, maybe using 6 bolts to actually secure the body of the cab to the side frame rail. But what I wanted to do, now we're going to put bolts through. So we're going to drill these out, but instead of just drilling holes, I want to actually sleeve pipe through that tubing. So I had some old pipe laying around. It's about a 5/8 center on it, and then you know, about 120 wall thick. So I don't know what it actually is, but it's a black pipe of some kind. So what we're going to do is we're going to drill this out. I believe it's a 7/8 outer. So we're going to drill with a hole saw 7/8 on the outside. We're going to drop this pipe in here, and then when we go to bolt, we'll actually be squeezing the pipe instead of wowing this square tube. Just gives it a little more structure, and then we don't end up deforming the tube when we do that. So I got I'd cut out enough to do 6 on each side, so I was going to do 12. Kind of thought about it, gonna actually do 8 for right now. If I have to, I can always add, but I'm gonna go ahead and get the holes drilled. We're gonna cut our tubes, or cut our square tube for the side frame, and then yeah, we'll get all our pipe holes drilled out. We'll drop our pipe, tack it in place, and then kind of show you guys once we're there. Okay, so here's one of our side rails that we're going to be mounting the cab with. Now, we'll just take a look inside. Probably can't even see. No, you can't, never mind. But just looking at it. So that's where we welded our pipe in. Now, I did take and I ground these so they're nice and flat. And we'll want that just so when we mount it, it's a flush mounting surface. And then on the other side, you have a nice surface for your bolt. So that's your 5/8 bolt. Goes through, has enough room on both sides, of course, for a washer and a nut. So that's what we tried to accomplish. just like that. And now when we go to, you know, tighten down on our cab, we're not going to bow this material. We'll be crushing right on those pipe collars that we put in. And I imagine we added some strength to this rail here. So there you can see. Let's go to the other side. There it is again. Yeah, you can't really see in there. But there we go. So I got one done. Now I will do the other one, and then we'll load up, head to Rick's. So there we go. We got both of our cab rails done. Now we're actually in a new shop now from where we last saw you guys. So have Buddy here that is lending us his shop to do all our welding and fabbing. So what we need to do now is we're going to take our cab, we're going to lay it on the back, we're going to then mount our cab rails to the insides of the frame. There's just the cab there. Once we get that done, we're going to go ahead and we're going to plot kind of where we need to end up here on our chassis, and then try to get the cab mounted to the chassis. So here we go. We went ahead, we got our cab rails bolted up. Had to go ahead and clearance this out just a little bit more, just where my holes are drilled. That actually came out and crossed over. So with the 4 massive 5/8 bolts that we have, I think that'll just be perfect for what we need. So there they are. Now we'll go ahead, we'll lay this back down, we'll spin it around, and we'll walk it over onto our cab. Okay, so we went ahead, we got our cab and we got we got the cab and we got the frame. It's all squared up. So we went ahead, we marked center on the cab, we marked center on the frame. Then what we also did is we went from the side at the front to the frame, vice versa, front and back. So we squared it up, and then probably you guys saw we were checking corner to corner. And that gives us like a true square kind of measurement. It's looking really, really well. Our heights are perfect. So what we're gonna go ahead now do is we got our 6x2 square tubing. We're gonna be building cross members now, but they'll run from the outside of our frame to the inside of our cab frame rail. So they'll be running from here to here. We're gonna go flat with them, just because trying to go perfectly tall is not going to happen. So we're going to go ahead, start measuring, figure out where we're going to place them, and get them tacked into place. Alright, so we're just going ahead. We have our frame brackets here almost complete. Just going ahead, beveling, cleaning this up, getting it prepped for weld. But these, they actually go right in here. And they'll mount out from our frame flat. We'll have them nice and flat, and they'll come out to our cab rail. So we're getting these all prepped. They're going to be going in right away, and then we'll get to work on the rears. So we went ahead, we got these outriggers in. They're welded on the tops and then on the sides, but pretty much they're firm enough that we can do what we need to do. We don't have to worry about nothing moving, so we'll move here to the backs and do the same thing. Alright, so here we go. First look at the cab, fully mounted. Well, partially mounted anyways, but we're up there nonetheless. So there we go. We have the cab rails. They're fully attached to our frame rails. We do have to finish weld our cross members here, but there we go. No floor, but she's mounted. So that is pretty much where it sat from factory, front to back on the frame. But now we just have a lot more work to do. Come back next video, we'll actually be starting to do the tube work for the roll cage. So look forward to that, and then yeah, we'll continue on this project. So thanks for watching, see you next time.